Sometimes you come across something you never knew existed and you never knew there was a need for. Today is one of those days. Alex amazes me every time he sends me a box of knives, because this is something I didn't even know existed and I didn't know was a thing. And maybe it's not a thing. Like, is this a necessary thing? I don't know. We're going to talk about that. This is from Silent Thunder Ordnance. And let me just start off by showing you that it's got some loom in it. So for that reason alone, it's a thing that's pretty cool. Okay. So for that alone, yeah, it's cool. And I'm glad Alex shared it with me. There you go. Thanks for what? Never. Just kidding. So apparently, and I'm going to put a link to the Silent Thunder Ordnance website where they talk about this Scalpeldashi. Okay. I'm not even sure where to go with this thing. You can wear it like a pen. You can put it in your pocket like a pocket clip. You can put it in your shirt pocket like a pen. You can do a neck knife with the lanyard hole there. And what it gives you is it gives you a scalpel. Like legit, it just gives you a scalpel. Now, scalpels are incredibly sharp, incredibly thin, and unbeknownst to me, I'm not in the medical profession, there are a lot of different shapes to scalpel blades. This has a standard mount, if you will, so you can take this blade off and replace it with a different blade, a brand new blade, a different shaped blade, or whatever you want. So it's kind of a cross between a Kardashian, I think is how you pronounce it, which is kind of a scalpel type blade with a pry bar and a scraper and a bunch of stuff in a small compact case. And they combine that with the scalpel and came up with the Scalpeldashi. All right, that's cool. It's got a good feel in the hand. Like, so think of this like an X-Acto knife, but on steroids, if you will. Much like an X-Acto knife, you can change the blade. But from what I understand, the blade is thinner, sharper, and cheaper for a scalpel blade than for an X-Acto knife blade. I don't know that to be true, but it's what I hear. It's the word on the street, if you will. So the handle size is good, and it gives you control if you are going to be cutting, carving, things like that. All right. This is not your EDC knife. This is not going to do your normal cutting tasks, right? This isn't going to cut up cardboard. This will open a box. No problem. This will be a letter opener. You're not going to really slice your apple with this. I guess you could slice your grape, your raisins. I don't know. So it has limited uses. But from reading their website and some different sites, people talking about these, that you find a lot of uses for these over the pocket knife that they have in their pocket. So Silent Thunder has these laying all around, and everybody EDCs one of these along with a knife. I don't know. They start at like $28, and they have different handle materials, different size handles. They had some shorter ones, it's like compact and whatnot. They have different, ways you can carry it. It's kind of a carbon fiber reinforced nylon sheath, I guess. So it's not going to fall out. It doesn't like click in. It's just friction fit. But these things are so light, it doesn't matter. It's not going to come out unless you want it to come out. I don't know. I'm not going to put all the specs down below. I think you get the idea. But I will do a couple of quick size comparisons with the Sharpie here just to kind of give you an idea of what it is. So it's basically Sharpie size. And with the cap on, you're just a hair over a Sharpie. Like, I don't know. Like, the more I read about it, the more I've kind of, handled it here at the house, the more I kind of get it. I don't know if it's a thing, but if it's like $30, $40 maybe for the glow in the dark version or whatever, for 40 or $50, it's a cool thing that I don't know. But leave it to Alex to have stuff that like nobody knew existed. Or at least I didn't. Maybe you guys already knew about it and you guys have them and you carry them all the time. And if that's true, if you have one, please comment down below because I would love to hear your experience with it over time. Was it a novelty thing that you bought thinking it'd be cooler than it was? Did you buy it and think it was silly and you just had to buy it for $30, but then you ended up using it a lot? I don't know. I'm really curious if anybody has one. But for my medical friends, maybe this is even more geared towards them in the medical environment because maybe they could get replacement blades from work easy enough and they use this to cut open boxes or things like that. You wouldn't use it in a operating room or like it's not for that, obviously. But could this be for the medical professional to have in their pocket for a quick, sharp knife to cut, something in the hospital or in your field, opening up packages or something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's interesting for sure. It glows in the dark, so I kind of think it's awesome for that aspect alone. But I don't know. It's something I didn't even know was a thing. And I wonder how big of a thing is it? So let me know down below what your thoughts are because I would love to hear. As always, thank you, Alex, for loaning this in. Please go check out Alex's channel down below. Have yourselves a fantastic day.